control initialized.
Hey there, people, it's Hunter. So, we just had a new update for the game. So, basically, we have a change for the allies. They now have policies. So, what policies do? Um, like you have three, similar to how other factions have. Let's say you see me play Soviets for the most part. So you have Soviets going infantry doctrine, tank doctrine, etc. So for allies, you have economy, defense, and enhancement. So like two of them is pretty understandable. Economy is for money, whereas defense is of course for defensive stuff. But enhancement is something entirely different. It hasn't been applied to any faction yet. So what it does is basically make your infantry or your troops, all of your troops, gain experience like 33% quicker, 66 and 100. So each policies have 3 levels. So pretty much what we're seeing here is a matchup between Insurrection, one of the guys who we would actually interact with. If I'm not wrong, Insurrection is from Canada. And we have MrMavel, also another guy that he interacts with. Now we don't really play much with MrMavel, so we don't have a lot of information. Ooh, nice snipe there by Insurrection. Pretty good play there. So MrMavel, I'll just call him Marvel. It's a mouthful, I guess. So Marvel loses his own engineer there, unfortunately. So we are actually seeing here. So Insurrection went for an early war factory. Interesting. He's rushing for an APC. Wait, he is France. So what France does is, their engineers are able to place defenses anywhere in the map, as long as this engineer is alive. But he needs to research that technology, and that will be available when you have a radar dome. So that's what he's doing right now. But yeah, before I was a Soviet spammer, I used to play allies because, good guys, etc. And France was my main faction to play as. An interesting choice of him going here. Is he taking hospital? Okay. Um not really my choice, because as you see here, he already has a radar, and usually I would rush for entrenchment when that happens. Anyway, we have here a scout from Marvel, and he is now able to see everything. The defenses, the bases. So he knows this is blocked off. There's a wall here. Nothing he can do there. And here there's another wall, so he has the idea that it will be blocked off soon. But anyway, yeah, it's not worth it for Insurrection to take the hospital in the middle, because hospitals are a really good tech structure to take if your faction doesn't have medics, or are not able to make medics. Allies are able to make medics, able to make mechanics. So in my opinion, it's not really it's not really the best. So one other thing he could have done, like right now he's researching for entrenchment. Go here, probably place it here. So be a pretty good tank, pretty good detachment from Marvel. I'm having a feeling that he might be the one taking the game for this one, game one. So here we see Insurrection take defense. Now, he is spotted. Oh no, Marvel is not looking at this. Oh no. What are you doing? Interesting choice to go straight. We still have time. It says here 40% complete. So it was a really bad play from Insurrection. Not really putting up armor, but it's fine. Overall, he did. They just traded armies there. Let's see the graph here. Yeah, as you can see here, it was peaked, and then as they fought, they equalized. So. I just want the best out of the players, you know. Like Marvel had a decent detachment there, like I think it was four tanks or something, and he saw the MCV. You could have damaged that instead, force an undeploy from the MCV here, and then move, and for Insurrection to actually counter that movement, but again, he's not prepared. So anyway, we have seen a spike of troops by Marvel. So same thing as before. He has quite the number of troops. However, he's not playing to, I say this, like Nod's specific abilities or bonuses rather. Cause nods are supposed to take out harvesters or destroy buildings in order for them to proceed or progress with their covenants. Similar to how Soviets play, you just get XP, and then after that you should be able to get either infantry doctrine or tank doctrine. It's really up to you. So anyway, it's pretty balanced out troops or army for Marvel right here. So one thing about the game that, in case you don't know, you would have to make the same amount of harvesters as per trees. So you see here we have two trees here, and there's another here. So you need one more harvester here. You cannot make it more than what is in here or less. You have to make it equal. Good micro there from Marvel. Ooh, it survived. Very good. Good play. Good micro right there. If he lagged, or if he stopped for a little bit there, he would have lost this Apache. You can see here, he is pretty much spiking. He's spiking the entire thing there. So Insurrection is just full on making base defenses. Practically playing SimCity. But the few key things about Combined Arms that people don't quite know, if you block off the entire way, they're not able to. This is basically useless. This is useless. Yeah, because let's say if you have this APC, they were here, and then you send an order for them to go here, and for example, if he doesn't have vision in this, nice flame. So what I've mentioned before about not just need to destroy harvesters or buildings, that's what he's doing right now. So he should be able to buy his covenant. Or I think he needs one more. I don't 100% recall. I don't play Nod. So yeah, going back. So let's say if he didn't have vision here, like he didn't see any walls here. If you have troops, and then you send them an order to go here, it will not go here. It will not go to this direction, but the game automatically makes it go around. So as you can see here, he is already researching Covenant of Unity. So he pretty much did what he needed to do. So far, I would say Marvel has the better advantage this one, because number one, As I mentioned before regarding the ore refinery, you need to have equal amount of harvesters harvesting the trees. So here we see three of them taking over like two. So it's not going to be efficient. As you can see there, it just unloaded the resources way too quick. Whereas if it was over here, then everyone harvests normally, not being efficient. So in order to solve the problem, Insurrection would have to go back like around here, place a power plant right here, and then a refinery. But again, he is way too far in order to do that. So in terms of money, he is behind, basically. We go here in the economy. Right now, it's like the same. No, not really. As you can see here, Marvel is like ahead for like 1k or so, consistently ahead. So that's like one of the damages one could do. So looking back, right now, there's really not much happening here. So I believe it's gonna be hinging upon that one specific fight. Oh, Insurrection is actually increasing as an uptake of income. Ah, it's because of this. But if this was emptied out, then yeah, he will have a problem. So as I said before, so it's not suggested to go in like one wall segment. You have to break in big parts. So Insurrection saw that there's some troops here. The only thing he could do is the troops he had here push in, right? And we have a very good salvo from the Apache. However, I believe Marvel will win this fight because he has way too much army value right there, and he has defenses. And here, Insurrection is a little bit ahead, but looking at the composition, I can't really tell. Unless if he brings the fight over here, he could win. But let's see. Howitzers are staying the back lines. And I'd say Insurrection kind of win the fight, but in terms of overall damage, he lost on that one because he lost the refinery here. So right now, Marvel is pushing in. So for reference, pretty much what you would be able to do there, basically have all of your troops right here, just push in, or if you want to save it, bring all of your troops right here, and then send them here to defend. But the problem again is Combined Arms is a very slow-paced game compared to other games, like let's say Red Alert 2. Red Alert 2, Year's Revenge, you just have tanks, make mass tanks, and then you actually win. Here, information is key, and timing, and like you know, the timing and the distance of where you are at point A to point B is very, very important. So it's not like you can just make them go right here right away. So it says here 98%, and as I mentioned, it's gonna be a win for Marvel. Yeah, the better team composition there, or army composition rather, and a better engagement overall. I move way too slow for that to work. Yeah. So for reference, they had around five games. Yeah, they played 5 games overall. But yeah, this is like the first round. They went. Overall, I'd say it's a good. It's a good game for like let's say newcomers who watch videos, so at least you understand what's going on. It's a good game to introduce to Combined Arms. I'd say everyone there did good. They did their best. I'd say. And yeah, not much else to say about it. And until next time.
Battle control terminated.